The recently released sci-fi RPG Towers of Fantasy looks like it could be a worthy rival to Hoyoverse's popular free-to-play fantasy RPG Genshin Impact. The upcoming open-world adventure uses a distinct anime art style to bring the dystopian planet of Aida to life. The anime-inspired Genshin Impact has become extremely popular since it launched back in 2020, but Towers of Fantasy may give the game a run for its money. Genshin Impact has found great success since launch, with players praising the fantasy title's large open world and regular free updates. The online RPG is entirely free to play, allowing anyone to jump in and explore the colorful world of Teyvat, alongside an ever-growing roster of companion characters. Genshin Impact is funded entirely through gacha game mechanics, which let players purchase spins for a chance to win a new character or weapon. Its success has inspired similar open-world RPG titles in the past, with the Genshin Impact clone Legend of Neverland being one memorable example. The futuristic RPG Tower of Fantasy, showcased in a launch trailer on YouTube by Tower of Fantasy, looks like it could be a worthy Genshin Impact competitor. The two titles appear to share a lot in common, including an open-world format and an art style inspired by the anime medium. However, rather than Genshin Impact's fantasy world of Teyvat, Tower of Fantasy sees players explore the distant planet Aida hundreds of years in the future. Each of the game's characters possesses a unique fighting style, and online features let multiple players explore Aida together. Despite the contrasting settings, Tower of Fantasy's art style and gameplay certainly seem to rival Genshin Impact. Tower of Fantasy combines Genshin Impact with sci-fi dystopia. While the similarities to Genshin Impact are evident, a recent Tower of Fantasy preview event suggested that the dystopian sci-fi MMORPG is capable of standing on its own. The game's most notable feature seems to be customization, with players able to intricately craft their own character while adjusting everything from eye shape to hairstyle. Tower of Fantasy apparently rejects strict character classes, too, with players instead choosing a role that matches each specific enemy encounter. Combat mechanics like perfect dodges and weapon buffs may also make fights in Tower of Fantasy more engaging than in Genshin Impact. With its anime style and open-world RPG setup, Tower of Fantasy looks like it could be a complete Genshin Impact clone at first glance. However, the new game manages to stand apart thanks to its futuristic sci-fi setting, unique customization system and intense combat mechanics. By taking the best aspects of Genshin Impact and adding its own flair, Tower of Fantasy may become a formidable opponent for Hoyoverse's free-to-play RPG. Tower of Fantasy is available on PC, iOS and Android. Sources: Tower of Fantasy YouTube.